Welcome back to Smart Education. Today we are going to solve chapter 4 Ratio and Proportion, practice set 4.5. So question number 1 is given: which number should be subtracted from 12, 16 and 21 so that resultant numbers are in continuous proportion? To explain what is continuous proportion. Okay, so if A upon B is equal to B upon C, then A, B and C are in continuous proportion. Okay, now second point is, if AC is equal to B square, then dividing both the side by BC, we get A upon B equal to B upon C. Now third, when A, B, C are in continuous proportion, these are the important points. Okay, continuous proportion, B is known as the geometric means of A and C. Okay, or mean proportional of A and C. Okay, I hope you are understanding the steps. The fourth point, most important point, A upon B is equal to B upon C, equal to C upon D, equal to D upon E, equal to E upon F. Then A, B, C, D, E and F are said to be in continuous proportion. So these are the some important point regarding continuous proportion. It is also given in textbook, page number 74. Just go through it. This is question number 1 of practice set 4.5. So what is given? We have to find the resultant number are in continuous proportion. Which number? That is 12, 16 and 21. So let the number x to be added to each of the given number. Okay, we are going to add with, so therefore the numbers are 12 plus x, 16 plus x and 21 plus x are in continuous proportion. This all are in continuous proportion. I hope you are getting what I am writing. This is a statement. Now therefore we'll take 12 plus x upon 16 plus x equal to 16 plus x upon 21 plus x equal to k. Okay, now here as you can see, we have taken this equation. Now therefore k is equal to what? 12 plus x. We are going to subtract this both, x minus 16 plus x upon 16 plus x minus 21 plus x. Then the next term, the next step is here as you can see, k is equal to 12x plus x minus 16 minus plus minus x upon 16 plus x, again minus plus minus, again minus will come, then x. I hope you are understanding. Now here, as you can see, now here plus x and minus x get cancelled here too. Now what we got, k is equal to, when we subtract this both we'll get minus 4 upon, when we subtract this both we'll get minus 5, then both minus will get cancelled. Okay, then we get 4 upon 5 as answer. Now here next step is what? After this we'll write 12 plus x upon 16 plus x is equal to 4 upon 5. Again cross multiplication, we are going to cross multiply. This 5 will come here. 12 plus x is equal to, I hope it is visible, is equal to 4. 16 plus x. Okay, now this I am going to continue here. Therefore when we multiply this both we'll get 60 plus 5x, 5 multiplied by x, 5x is equal to 4 multiplied by 16 will get 64 plus again 4x. I hope you are understanding now. This both x will take one side, that is left side. 5x minus 4x is equal to 64 minus 60. Now here as you can see, x will come, 5 minus 4, 1x. Okay, x is equal to how much? 4. Okay, so therefore I am writing here 4 should be added to each of given number. This is our answer for question number 1 of practice set 4.5. Now we are going to continue the next question. Now practice set question number 2. If 28 minus x is the mean proportional of 23 minus x and 19 minus x, then find the value of x. So here we are going to find the value of x. We got two term equation, that is 28 minus x and 23 minus x. In mean proportional of 23 minus x and then we have to find the value of x. So I am writing, we are going to solve this. So question number 2 with solution. Here what is given, 28 minus x is the main proportion. This is what? Main proportional of 23 minus x and 19 minus x. Okay, now we are going to write the equation. 23 minus x upon 28 minus x is equal to 28 minus x upon 19 minus x. Now we are going to use dividendo by dividendo. The equation will be 23 minus x minus again 28 minus x upon 28 minus x. Okay, now here this is equal to 28 minus x minus 19 minus x upon 19 minus x. I hope you understood this. 28 minus x we have take this and this one, again here 19 minus x we have taken 28 minus x and 19 minus x, means numerator denominator both. Now next step is, therefore 23 minus x minus 28, again minus plus will come, plus x upon 28 minus x is equal to 28 minus x again minus 19 minus minus plus x upon 19 minus x. Okay, now here as you can see, minus x and plus x will get cancelled here also. Okay, now what is next step? When we subtract this both, we'll get, therefore we'll get minus 5 upon 28 minus x equal to, here also when we subtract we'll get 9. Okay, 9 upon 19 minus x. I hope you are understanding. Now next step is, after this again we will do cross multiply. Minus 5 19 minus x equal to 9 28 minus x. Okay, now here when we multiply this both, we'll get 95 minus 95, again minus minus will become plus, 5x is equal to, again when we multiply 9 with 28 we'll get 252 minus again 9x. Now here in left hand side we'll take x, so 5x, this will become plus 9x equal to 252, this minus will also become plus here 95. Now therefore we'll get 14x is equal to 347. I hope you are understanding now. X is equal to 347 upon 14. Okay, so this is the value of x, 347 upon 14. So therefore value of x is 347 upon 14. Okay, we have found the value of x of question number 2 of practice set 4.5. Now question number 3. Three numbers are in continuous proportion whose main proportional is 12 and the sum of the remaining two numbers is 26. Then find this number. Okay, three numbers are in continuous proportion whose mean proportion is 12. So we have to find the sum of remaining two numbers. Okay, so find this number. Okay, now we are going to continue question number 3. Solution. Now we are going to continue question number 3 solution. So here, so let A, B and C be the three numbers in continuous proportion. Okay, we are just assuming that A, B, C is our three numbers. So then B is equal to 12 and A plus C is equal to 26. This is our first equation. Okay, now here as you can see, B square is equal to AC. So therefore now then B is equal to 12 and A plus C is equal to 26. Now B square is equal to AC and here we are having 12 square is equal to AC. Okay, as you can see, B is given 12. 12 into 12 we get 144. So therefore now we'll get AC is equal to 144. So therefore A is equal to 144 upon C. So this is our second equation. Okay, now substituting A equal to 144 upon C from second in A plus C equal to 26 in first equation. So here 144 upon C plus C equal to 26. Okay, therefore 144 plus C square is equal to 26C. Now we are going to multiply both side by C. Okay, so here I am writing, therefore C square minus 26c plus 144 equal to 0. Here this kind of equation we already solved. We have to take out 144 LCM. Okay, we have to find the factor of 144, and after finding the 144 factor we'll get, so I'm not showing that how to find. We already previously we have already found how to, already we have done how to factorize, how to find the factor of. In previous lesson we already done how to find the factor of 144, so I'm not explaining in deep, so I'm going to show you. So here 26, middle number is what, 26, and we have to find the 144 factor, and after that we'll get what, 80c minus 8c plus 144 equal to 0. So when we multiply 18 by 8 we'll get 144, and when we add this both we'll get 26. I hope you understood. Now we are going to move to next step, that is c. We'll take c as a common, c minus 18, again 8, again the same bracket will continue, c minus 18 equal to 0. So when we multiply this both we'll get c square. Again when we multiply c with 18 we'll get 18c. Again minus 8 will get multiply with c, 8c. Again minus plus, when we multiply 8 by 18 we'll get 144 equal to 0. So after that we'll get, therefore c minus 18 in one bracket, and another bracket will get c minus 8 equal to 0. I hope you are understanding. Therefore c minus 18 is equal to 0, or c minus 8 is equal to 0. So c is equal to 18 or 8. C is equal to 18 or c is equal to 8. Now equation a plus c is equal to 26. Okay. Now in the place of c we'll take 8 or 18. So I'm taking 18. A plus 18 equal to 26. Now a is equal to 26 minus 18. Now a is equal to how much? A is equal to 8. Now we got a is equal to 8. Okay. Now we are going to solve same here with a plus c equal to 26. Here we are going to take a plus 8 in the place of c equal to 26. Again a is equal to 26 minus 8. Now here we will get a is equal to 18. Okay. I hope you understood. See, here we have taken c is equal to 18 in this place. In here equation we have taken c. In the place of c we have taken 8, and we got a is equal to 8 and 18. So therefore I am going to write the statement now. Therefore the required number are 8, 12 and 18. Okay, or either you can also write 18, 12 or 8, both are correct. So we have solved question number 3 of practice set 4.5. remaining question we are going to solve in another video. I hope you understand whatever solution I have provided to you. So please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.